and open up in that investor forum the value chain of poultry, the value chain of fish, the value chain of vegetables, such that they look at which of the farmer association groups they can invest through. I did a program not too long ago, and we brought investors, and it was for profit. And when we were to finish, a few oil and gas people called me and said, "This program is not for us." I said, "Why?" He said, "We have not finished spending our salaries. They are telling us to make profit, and we want to do good." He said, "When you have packages that involve impact, that we are able to say, oh, we are supporting 2,000 farmers, talk to us about it. They are Nigerians." So if we can have something like that, facilitated by government, so these kind of Nigerians and foreigners can come, and we can present, this 3-year plan, 5-year plan, and how to plug in. It will help the farmers because they will work directly with them or through various established private sector. And that way we can secure Lagos food security faster, because the people who have money will look at where they are interested in, and they will be happy that it is also through farmers that work with government. Honorable Commissioner.
I think first and foremost is to thank our very passionate panelists, because the energy with which they were speaking and vibrating, it shows how passionate you are about what you do and about the progress for many Nigerians. So with everything that you have said, the kind of feedback you have given, particularly around empowerment, the various supports that governments have given both federal and state, as well as targeting the right set of people to give this empowerment to. I think that to a large degree, I mean, I was from the private sector, joined the public sector, and obviously when I finish, it will probably be to return back to private sector. So it's not that this forum or our discussions is about I am on this side versus this side. At the end of the day, the people that make up government still came from the society. They are our brothers, they are sisters, they are fathers, they are mothers, they are uncles, they are aunties. They are not strangers. They didn't drop from heaven. They were selected, they were picked. They applied for the jobs, and many of them became a part of an institution called government. So it is not a function of one is bad versus the other is good. What I see is that in the agricultural space, we are all complicit. I will start off by asking all of us in this room, and be very honest with yourselves, because when they were talking about empowerment, if not going to the right set of people, I will start off by asking, is there anybody in this room as a farmer that has not gotten empowerment from government in one form or the other, be it through LSADA, be it through the Agricultural Value Chain Enterprise Activation Program, be it through Coconut, Nascoda, be it through appeals, be it through Lagos Cares, be it through CADP, be it through agroforestry, apiculture, be it through cage and pen culture, be it through any sort of support that the Lagos State government has given in the past. Please, if you have not received even fertilizers, please indicate with a show of hands and be very honest with yourselves. Is there anybody in this room that has not received? So even our fishermen across the fishing locations in Lagos, if you have not received any form of support from the government with all of these programs, and there are so many more that I have not read out, please raise your hands. I don't see anybody in the room raising their hands. Okay, so you are from where, madam? Odiolowo, what do you do? You're a farmer. Farming what? Okay, so let me ask you a question. Do you belong to an association? Has your association received empowerment support that was supposed to be utilized by members of your group? Be very honest with yourself. Have your association received? Yes, received, but not everybody. No, hold on. Has your association received on your behalf? So everybody here has received something. Now, whether it is enough is another question entirely. When we, please, one house, when as Lagos State government, and I'm not saying we have gotten it right all these years, we keep tweaking, we keep readjusting, and we keep trying to make things better, to make things work. We know before in the past, when we call everybody empowerment, people sell right at the center where we did the empowerment. From there, we stopped. We started doing empowerment via associations and cooperatives to the point where people were calling us names because we refused to give individual farmers. And I was happy when Sir Jerome mentioned it. If you come to me as a fish farmer, I will ask you, what is your association? Do you belong to Laska Farm? Do you belong to this? If you don't belong, go and register. Even for vegetables, if a woman comes to me today, I advise, join Ogbonge women. Yes, if you are doing piggery, join the Pig Farmers Association. If you are into poultry, join Pamland. Because we will not do any empowerment without this association because they know their members, they have a structure, and we believe that they were nominated so that they can do the right thing by their members. And we have been doing that. But even then, we know that it is still not perfect. Which is why we took the pains upon ourselves this year to say we will start entering farms ourselves. I was just telling members of my team that after this month, because we have several programs that are running, even for our youth, next month, throughout the month of November, we are going back to the farms again. We have fertilizers to give. We are trying to put together, in fact, we have put it together already, and I don't know whether the discussion has been had in animal care and OLA. And that was around poultry and aquaculture. Ma, do you remember that I mentioned that we're working out something for Poultry Association, for poultry farmers in Lagos, to have subsidized feed? Because what we also realize is when you give out something for free, people don't appreciate it. And then you don't get the full set of people who are truly practitioners taking a part of it. So, I mean, you won't come and buy poultry feed, even if it is a subsidized rate, if you are not a poultry farmer. So we keep trying to tweak, we keep trying to rework. We are taking the pains also to say we will go to the hinterlands, we will go to the islands to make sure that we are seeing the farmers right at work, taking their feedback to assess their needs and give them exactly what it is that they need. Would we be able to satisfy everybody? Definitely not. But the ones that we see that yes, these are genuine farmers, we will support. Another thing we are doing as a government, there is a demography that has been neglected for so long. You kept hammering on the fact that we should pick practitioners, people who are already in the field. But remember, you must also expand the pool. You must start to bring the young ones in, which is why we have the Lagos Agri-Innovation Club. These are businesses established by very young Nigerians doing fantastic things without support. And in a way and manner in which we can harmonize their efforts, help them to collaborate with one another and grow. We want to put funding behind them. There are so many things that we can do together, both public and private. Private is not non-complicit, government is not at fault. It is a joint thing. One cannot stand without the other. Another thing, and I think this is where we have missed it, you must support with storage, you must support with the right sort of tools to help to preserve what they have produced. Then, all the investment that was made towards production is practically wasted. Where you are sitting today is a marketplace, and we were intentional about choosing this location for more people to be aware that if you have a fresh food hub, Mushi, and you are this comfortable, who would believe this is a market space? The more hubs we have across the country, and I'm not speaking for Lagos alone, but for the entire Nigeria, And I know many farmers here, you come here to sell free of charge. It's been running for the past 9 months. We've not charged anybody one kobo to sell here. The more we are able to support farmers to be able to bring their goods to the market, utilizing whatever channels that are required, the better for all of us. If I put my money behind a farmer and I know that that farmer needs to sell to be able to make the adequate returns to pay me back, I would ensure that that farmer has the right set of cold storage facility, the right kind of transportation, the good roads, electricity to be able to deliver and sell, make good money, and still be able to pay back. That is where we all need to harmonize and come behind the farmer to ensure that that is put in place and all the mechanisms and frameworks are dealt with appropriately. But please, farmers, let us not point fingers when people are pointing back at us. We've done so much as a state government, and now I'm talking on behalf of Lagos. We may not have done enough, but we know we continue to do so much. And I can say that more than many states in Nigeria, Lagos, when we receive grains, when we receive maize, we don't hold back, we don't sell, we give it out. We call PAN, we call the various bodies, okay, this is the maize, this is how we are splitting it amongst all of you. You come, you pick. We know states that sell. This same maize that has been given free by the federal government, we don't sell. We give it out. There's nothing we receive from the federal government that we hold back. And when we have something to give also, we don't hold back. We give everything complete. So please, let's work together. I was very happy with some of the ideas that came here. Like I said, there are some we're already working on it to implement. Like African farmer said, we opened up lands. He mentioned, oh, let's do this. Okay, send tractors, we paid for it, fertilizer is on the way, whenever we're ready, youths are coming, farm the whole place. Same thing, Mount 12 is here. There are farmers in Lagos, that in Kowa, that they helped to put together, over 5,000 of them. Urban farmers across Tejo, Osho, Ogudu, different places in Lagos that have been displaced. We've taken them to lands in Epe to say, we'll open up this place for you, come there and farm. We will continue to strive to do our best with the limited resources we have at our disposal. We will not relent, we will not stop. But please, if you want to help us to going forward, when we have support to give, you to step back, let those who have not benefited before step forward. Because it's also very difficult. When we have something to share, you still want to be a part of it, even though you've been the same set of people that have been collecting for the last 6, 7, 10 years. Let the young ones also benefit. But we don't, and we will not forget that you are farmers that have stayed, and you have stayed true to the sector. We will continue to give our support in whatever form or manner. Ẹ má gbàgbé ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó yìí, gbogbo wa ni ó jọ wá lójú o. So kò sí pé ìjọba ní ẹ̀yìn, àwa, we are all one. There is no difference. Thank you very much.
Honorable Commissioner, thank you so much. For the final note, it's very important what she ended with, that during tough economic times, collaboration is the success factor.